lives here on OPC's YouTube channel. We answer your questions we get in the comments. Today we're talking about custom upholstery on a spine corrector and also just like any piece of equipment. Before I get into how you can get custom upholstery, I just want to say thank you to Strong Body Pilates, who's letting us come live from their studio today. You'll recognize part of their studio from the accessories flashcard deck that just released. Oh my God. I wish we had it in my hands to show you live. I'm so excited about this deck. We're going to be bringing it up into the studio in just a moment for our tour. We're on our third stop in Los Angeles at a 15 stop. So if you are wanting to join us in person, have some fun, go to opc.me/tour to see where the upcoming schedule is, where we're going next. I will tell you, Santa Barbara is tomorrow. That's Monday. And then we'll have a day off. We'll see you in San Francisco on the 31st, Sacramento on the 1st, Eureka on the 2nd, Portland on the 3rd. Seattle is sold out. Vancouver is sold out, so the dates don't matter there. In August, early August, will be in Kamloops, Canada, and then Calgary. If you are feeling the FOMO and you haven't heard a city that you can drive to, Calgary is a stop you want to check out because that's where we have virtual workshops, limited space, but virtual options to join live. And then we'll come down to Idaho and then into Salt Lake City, and Vegas is where we end, which is sold out, so you can't join us there. But let's answer your question. So this is a Contrology spine corrector. I'm really obsessed with the Contrology spine corrector. You can look into our description show notes. We actually always have my affiliate link, my discount link in there. If you want, here's the deal though. If you want a custom color, you actually do need to kind of go through me so I can get you connected with a salesperson because you can use my discount online for black. But when you want a custom color, you got to talk to someone. So that is the first thing to note about custom color. And that goes for not just a spine corrector and Contrology, but anything Balanced Body makes. If you want anything other than black, typically to get the discount or the affiliate, you're going to want to actually go through us. So just email me, DM me on Instagram. I'll get you set up. There are a couple colors that Balanced Body and Contrology allow you to do that are custom, but not extra. They're a black, a beige kind of a color. They do change, so it's worth taking a look at. And then there's a bunch of colors that they have that you can choose from that are a little extra. This is Admiral. That's the color this is. It's the same color my window chair is, and I really love this color. Now, the thing about the colors that Balanced Body and Contrology use is there are Naugahyde material. Naugahyde is a really wonderful brand that does have like 80 something colors, but they're constantly changing their colors and discontinuing colors. So if you've seen my red reformer, it's tomato. That color has been discontinued from Naugahyde. So you can believe I did absolutely buy extra shoulder blocks. Right. You want to just like if you get a color that's been discontinued from the manufacturer, you are going to need to go find it that was pre-sold somewhere else and get a bolt for yourself. But I love a custom color. The thing I will say about colors other than black, so this studio that we're in, everything is black. It's actually really nice when it's all black because it doesn't show all the wears and tears. So you don't realize when you're moving on equipment how dirty you are. So on black or a dark gray, you will see sweat, right? But on lighter colors, including bright colors, you will actually see like the shade of dark that comes off in the sweat, the dirt. Nail polish, you actually have to be really, really mindful. I used to have a rule in my studio that if you had red or a color of red toenail polish, you must wear socks because it would just leave a line on the equipment that I could get off with a lot of extra, you know, what do they call it? Elbow grease. Like, yeah, a lot of extra effort. So that's what you want to note. And then some clothes, if they get wet from sweat, they actually can leave dye, like they actually leave a dye. Hair color, right? If people just recently colored their hair and they haven't made sure through the showers, it usually takes 1 to 3 showers post the hair wash at the salon to get that residual out. That hair color, if it gets wet from sweat, will leave a mark that cannot be removed. So if you're going to go with lighter colors, if you're going to look into bright colors, just keep in mind that if cleanliness is something that you're OCD about, I recommend black because I do have to use a little baby toothbrush, microfiber towel, and cleaning products just to get all of the extra stuff off. Even if you wipe things down after every use, you're going to want to get in there. This includes the darker upholsteries. You just can't see it, but you can see it on the lighter upholstery. So custom colors just usually cost extra. You do usually want to go through a salesperson at Balance Body or Contrology. You can go through ours. Just hit me up on Instagram with your requests and I'll handle that. If you have any questions about colors or which color to get, you can also put in the comments below. Do we have a question about what colors? Yes, it's Admiral. I have heard you guys, this color is seeing the end of its run. So don't wait, or what I would suggest if you need to wait financially, go online, buy a bolt or two, and then you'll just have to send it in and pay a little extra. But this color is on its way out. Okay, I have a yellow. My yellow is no longer it's like sunshine or something like that. Uh, it's stunning and it shows everything. I will never do yellow again. Like I will never do yellow again. The yellow that's currently out is more like a mustard. I think you can get a lot more use out of that versus my bright yellow. My if you look at our old videos, my bright yellow reformer, it literally, and I'm not someone who's OCD about cleanliness. It drives me absolute bananas. I was with a toothbrush daily. I was like, oh my, it shows just like the lint that's coming down. So orange, I have an orange in my 2x4. It's really fun. It's really fun. It is also orange. So just know I for some of those colors, I like them as a smaller piece, like a one to chair or a spine corrector versus like a mat. The bigger pieces like the Cadillac, the matte, the reformer, I probably would pick a little bit more of a, it could still be a bright color, but like a darker color, like my blue or my pink, just because it's not going to be so like, wow, look what's in the air at my house. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your questions. I hope this is fun. Drop your favorite colors below in the comments. I'd love to know what you use on your equipment. Like, are you a graphite? Are you Rosalie is the pink that I have? So lilac. There's some really fun ones. I have a girlfriend who's like reupholstered every chair to be some sort of like metallic, which is great. Um, I would love to hear what yours are. And then keep the questions coming. We go live on Sundays at 9 a.m. Pacific time. We are on tour, so do check the upcoming schedule. We should be able to do everything, but one of the times we are in Glacier. So that will be if there is Wi-Fi, you will see us in Glacier. We'll answer your questions from there. Otherwise, join us on tour, opc.me/tour. Have an amazing day.